Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is April. I go by Ruby Rouge here on the YouTube. This video is going to be an empties video for skincare. The last one I did was March 2020, so you can get an idea about what I can finish in a little over a year. My skin is normal to oily. I am breakout prone, but over the years I've been able to really figure out which products and habits cause me problems for the most part. These are going to be products that worked well enough for me to be able to use up. And yeah, let's start going through the products. I'm going to start with the products that I use to exfoliate, mostly peel, chemical peel. Using a chemical exfoliant for acne-prone skin has been a real game changer for me. It seems that acneic skin really has trouble with the turnover of cells. So I have found that using an effective but gentle peeling product 2 or 3 times a week combats the small closed comedones, the rough texture issues, and really helps prevent cystic acne. My overall favorite is this Ole Henriksen Invigorating Night Treatment, and unfortunately I'm going to have to say get it before it's gone. Hopefully not, but this product has been pure gold for my skin, and now it is deeply discounted. Like, I just bought it on Sephora for half price. They have repackaged it before, and it was also deeply discounted then, so I'm not sure if they are discontinuing or repackaging, but it's just a great peel. It's also very gentle and not super irritating. It has other ingredients that help kind of soothe the skin. And once again, I'm talking about normalish, not super sensitive skin. But it always helps with my breakouts. I have been using this for, I don't know, about 4 years, maybe 3 or 4 years. Like I said, I've been through a whole repackage, so this is a great product. It will peel if you try to use it, like layer it with like a moisturizer or something else, but if you just use it at night by itself, it's great. Other peels that I really enjoyed are these Nip Fab Glycolic Daily Cleansing Pads. These are really great and easy and inexpensive way to do chemical peels for acne. They aren't super irritating, but they're very effective, and you can really control your amount of peel by upping your usage. You can use this up to 2 times a day or slowing down your usage, so maybe once a week would be good for you. The next thing I have is this ordinary lactic acid. I lost the product, but I have the box right here. I really feel like this is an effective product without any weird side effects. My skin felt really smooth and nice in the morning. My pores still felt very clear. I missed it so much that I actually just repurchased this again a couple of months ago. So, I mean, that should tell you something. Repurchases are always a sign. This is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Peeling Quotidien Daily Peel. This is a great peel, but it's less cost effective and eco-friendly than the Ole Henriksen Invigorating Peel, which is my favorite. This one is 35 uses in a full size, not this little one, but you get 35 little individual packets for $88. The Ole Henriksen is much cheaper, coming in at around $60, but like I said, it might be being discontinued. That's still not my favorite. I would get these instead of those. I have another product from Dr. Dennis Gross. It's the Ferulic Plus Retinol Wrinkle Recovery Peel. These were used, and unfortunately, I don't really remember any other details other than I just really wasn't impressed enough to consider repurchasing, so nothing. I mean, I just have nothing on this one. Lastly, I have a manual exfoliator. This is the Amora Irish More Mud. Typically, I stay away from these manual exfoliating products. They create micro tears in the skin and just kind of allow for potential for bacteria. Terrible for acne. But I did get this in a lucky bag, and it was $100. And I was like, I really have to try this. I mean, have to try it. I'm just going to use it very, very, very gently. I did use it very gently, and I'm going to have to say no. It was literally just like a very plain Jane exfoliator. I personally found the granules irritating. I did use like a big portion on my body. It's just so not worth the money for me. I mean, it's $99 and not even the best face polish I ever have tried. It is supposed to have Irish More Mud in that. I didn't see doing anything for my skin. Honestly, it smelled like well water, so it probably did have a high mineral content, but I don't know that it did anything. from skin. So I would just get, if I were interested in the Irish Moor Mud, I would just get like another product from this line that has the Irish Moor water in it, right? Yeah. Next up, I have a sunscreen. This sunscreen has lost its label, and that's marker right there, but this was the Derma E Mineral Sunscreen, and sunscreen has been one of the harder products to find for acneic skin. I mean, it is so hard. And I have this one, and I loved it for like 2 or 3 years. And then they reformulated it, and it's not as good anymore. And I'm just heartbroken. So I'm looking for a sunscreen. This was my go-to sunscreen, and then it was reformulated. Now it's like not good at all. It's like wearing a white mask of zinc, and I'm just so disappointed. I'm gonna keep looking. Masking is one of those steps that people always want to skip, but over the years I found it to be one of the most beneficial steps for my skin. Acne prone skin can get really clogged and irritated with lots of product overload. So I have found that skipping out on using a lot of product and using a mask instead is a great way to get some beneficial ingredients and then just wash it off. So the products aren't just sitting on the face all the time, clogging the pores, you know, drawing in other things, bacteria sticking to the products. So I rarely ever would rub in the serums after a sheet mask, but just sitting there for like 10 to 20 minutes is plenty of time for the skin to absorb the product, absorb the beneficial ingredients, and, you know, let that be something. So I'm going to start with my favorites. We have this Sephora Zinc Mask. I did a whole video on this because it's very, very, very special, and it has really special, somewhat unique ingredients, kind of, you know, but I just love the formulation. It's really nice. So this is another acne secret weapon that you really should check out, and you should check out that video if you're interested at all. Next up, we have the Catastrophe Cosmetic. This is the Blueberry and Calamine Face Mask from Lush. It's very calming, and it's really nice, especially if you're acne prone. I would consider repurchasing this, but my favorite Lush Fresh Face Mask is the Lush Rosy Cheeks. It's amazing. That's amazing for an acne prone skin type. Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. I really enjoyed this. It's very balanced and not overly drying. It does seem to be effective as well at minimizing and clearing the pores. The price point's just a little too high, and I have these other things that I like and they're more affordable. So I would really only ever consider purchasing this on sale, not something I'm gonna run out and buy just because it's empty. Ofra Peptide Brightening Mask. I have such fond memories of using this product. It's very pleasant. It does seem to help brighten, but I wouldn't pay full price for it again, only sale price. It has like a whipped moussey texture. It's not drying at all like some clay masks can be, and I mean, it was just very enjoyable. Cosmetics, not so enjoyable, but this one was okay. I felt like my skin looked really nice after using it. I didn't see any super lasting improvements, but I did not like the way it smelled. It kind of smelled like paint. So I wore it in my Skin Is In project pan, and that was like my first impression. I was like, oh my god, this stinks so bad. Arno Laszlo for Marine. I enjoyed this a lot. I found it at a super low price point of $12.99. I think it is regularly $80. I wouldn't have to pay that. I liked the way my skin looked and felt after using it, but it's not worth that price point to me. Snow Suwasu Brightening Mask. This is a really nice mask. My skin felt really happy, and it looked very bright and nice afterwards, but not at this price point. And for the brightening effects and the price point and the similar ingredients, I'm going to have to say I prefer the SK2 sheet masks. Then I have these Tatcha Dewy, Luminous Dewy Skin Masks. I got these from BoxyCharm. They were nasty, in my opinion. Like, I couldn't handle them. They were definitely not for oily skin, or any, like, normal to oily. I would say very, very dry. They were just goopy and oily, and they just were not, I did not like those at all. And then I also have these little lip masks. I think these, I don't know what they are, but they were gifted to me. I'm going to have to say pass on those. If you see those on probably Amazon, I would guess is where they came from. I'm going to have to say pass on those. They didn't really do much. It wasn't very pleasant to have your lips covered for a long period of time, and for there to be no effect. Like, if I'm going to sit there like that, I want an impact. So yeah. So contradictory to conventional wisdom, but moisture is not a category that I invest heavily in. I do have some favorites that don't have empties, like the SK2 Essence, the Heritage Rose and Glycerin Spray. Actually, the Smashbox Primer Water gives you some moisture. But if you notice, they're all very, very light and either glycerin, squalane, or water-based. Heavy moisturizer just break me out, and they're really unnecessary for me because I just don't need them. Sometimes I wonder if all the focus on moisture, even for oily skin, is more of just a sales tactic than what is best for the skin. I'm just saying, do what you want to do, but for me that feels doesn't feel very authentic, because I'm like, I just don't need moisturizer. Like, once I stopped using moisturizer, half my problems went away. The only one I have an empty of this year that was not terrible for me, and I'm not seeing it right here, is the Biosense Squalane and Tea Tree. I have this weird relationship with tea tree. It helps calm big breakouts, but at the same time, it kind of like clogs my pores with little blackheads. And at the same time, you know, the net result is better, but it's just not perfect. So sometimes I'll use tea tree, but I wouldn't pay $50 for it. However, this is a really nice moisturizing and skin clearing product. If tea tree is one of your go-to ingredients and it works perfectly for you, I totally recommend this. This is really nice. This Kiehl's Powerful Line Reducing Concentrate. No, I did not use this on my face, but it seemed to work well on my like stretch marks that I have from pregnancy. It has a very weird silicone texture. And I probably would have found it uncomfortable on my face. It was just felt very weird, but it did seem potentially effective. So that might be something for someone who's interested in something like that. And then this Kypris Antioxidant Dew. This is one of those products you get from BoxyCharm that you feel somewhat obligated to use up. Nobody wants it, but you would have never ever picked it up for yourself. It is a face oil. I can't use oil on my face, and I tried. It doesn't work. So I did use this on my chest and use it in different ways. I saw no difference other than it did look nice and glowy after I put it on, but I mean, so do all oils. I have two dedicated acne treatments. That's this Mario Badescu spot treatment. This spot treatment is literally my secret weapon. If you have acne and you've not tried it yet, or a similar product, today's the day. This might change your life. I'm dead serious. This makes breakouts go away so fast. And then I have this La Roche-Posay Cero Zinc. This is a really great product for acne-prone skin, except for I had a really hard time finding a great way to use it. So I love the ingredients, but I didn't want to spray it on before makeup. I didn't want to spray it on after makeup. So I never really could get it to be a part of my daily routine. You know, maybe I could try it before bed, but I really do like it. And so if I can figure out how to work it into my routine, I would consider that. I bet before bed would be nice. I feel like people usually dismiss face wash and the impact that it really has on your skincare routine. Changing my face wash routine helped my skin so much. First, doing a double cleanse with an oil makeup remover was an absolute game changer for my acne issues. There's so many benefits. I made a whole video about the process and all the reasons why it's amazing. So I'm just going to link that in the cards and not go over it here. But not only that, moving from acne-specific cleansers that were so drying and irritating to more gentle and balanced washes keep me from having to use a moisturizer, which is terribly hard to find one that won't break out acne-prone skin. Yeah. So here are my faves to the least favorite in the empties for this year. The African Formula Sulfur Soap is my jam. I went through 3 bars this year at least. This is a long time favorite. It's great for active breakouts and keeping your skin clear. I use it as a double cleanse after my oil cleanse to remove makeup or just on its own. It's seriously an amazing, affordable product. It's a must-have for acne. Its active ingredient is precipitated sulfur. It's really good for any sort of like fungal acne that you might have. Lovely. Cetaphil Gentle Cleansing Bars, another roughly 3 bars. I've used this for years. It's a very easy product to use. It's very gentle. Once again, I have it as a 2-step in my routine. It leaves me feeling very clean and balanced. Sometimes I even use it to clean my makeup brushes. Then we have this Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. I just had a little sample of this, but I was really impressed and I thought it was really, really nice. I thought that the price point was reasonable. It's $15 for 2 ounces. So I would most likely repurchase this at some point. Yeah, I would. And then I have this little sample of this Suasu. Let me find it. I only got to try this like 2 times in this, but I did love it. It had a really interesting texture to it, and it seemed that maybe it had some sort of like gentle chemical exfoliant, which I do like to use occasionally in a face wash. I would like to try a full size of this very soon. Then we have this Bioderma. It is one of my favorite makeup removers. It does leave barely any residue, but it's great to remove makeup. I always like having one of these on hand, mostly for eye makeup, cleaning up any stubborn eye makeup or pre-cleansing any like glittery looks or anything that's going to be really hard to get off. Kiehl's Calendula face wash. This was so good. It was really balanced and it felt very cleansing without being stripping at all. I would actually like to repurchase that one. Then we have this Derma E Skin De-Stress Calming CBD Cleanser. It's a very gentle cleanser, which I like, but I prefer the one without CBD. It's just the plain sensitive skin cleanser with pycnogenol, I think is the secret ingredient. I was unable to put my finger on the difference between the two because they are very similar, but there was just something, I don't know, I was really excited for this to be over. Like CBD is supposed to be calming for the skin, but I didn't notice any difference as far as this wash is concerned. So yeah, just not for me. Another Derma E is this Firming DMAE cleanser. This was pleasant enough, and it did feel balanced and non-stripping. The added benefits of possibly firming was kind of cool. Alpha lipoic acid is supposed to be really good for skin. So I really have no strong feelings about this product. I didn't notice anything super firming or anything like that, but I did like it. I would pick it up again. If you're interested in it, I mean, it's good enough to try. Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. I just have this little mini. That's okay. It's gentle. I prefer the Derma E Gentle Cleanser, Sensitive Skin Cleanser. I just feel like this one has the Derma E one has like a lasting gentleness. Like my skin feels good for a long time, and this is just kind of like a gentle cleanser. Youth to the People. I have just this little sample. Kale Tea Spinach. This was very, very ordinary, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I only get to use it like once or twice, but you know, I mean, it seemed super ordinary, nothing like super crazy. Then I have got this Clarins Gentle Foaming Cleanser. This was okay. It was pretty balanced. I hated the way it smelled. It had a very I know a lot of people would love this, and maybe it's not that I don't like the fragrance, but it's very that fresh cotton type smell. I like it, but it was very overpowering in this face wash. Glam Glow Super Cleanse. This guy here, this was definitely too drying for everyday use for me. It was nice on occasion. I enjoyed having this little sample, but it's not something I am going to purchase. And then we have Pharmacy Clean Bee. Is really strong lavender scent. It was really off-putting to me. Besides, it was just an okay face wash. My face felt gently cleansed. I didn't notice any real benefits, but I couldn't, I didn't like the smell. I wouldn't repurchase this again, and I think it's pretty expensive. And we have Pharmacy Green Clean. So I know a lot of you guys love this stuff, but I just don't. Sorry, it's expensive for what it is, and my main problem is really just the consistency. It's so thin that once you actually get rubbing it on your face and around your eyes, it will leak into your eyelids and get on your contacts, which is a very personal problem. I know that's not going to affect everyone, but that really makes me insane. So $22 for this is just too much for me when I can get the same or better actually makeup removal from some just random $8 organic jojoba oil. And lastly, we have eye creams. Some people like to skip their eye creams and use their moisturizer, and that is great, but since I don't really have a moisturizer, I usually invest in a good eye cream. If I don't have an adequate sample laying around, because I get a lot of samples of eye cream. I usually look for something that is very light but moisturizing still, and hopefully, I at least one kind of sciencey ingredient. So like for example, I really like retinol at nighttime. I don't have any retinol empties, but my favorite, some of my favorite nighttimes are Strivectin Advanced Retinol and the Intensive Eye Concentrate, also from Strivectin. Alright, so the first eye cream that I have these two from Clarins. They're extra firming eye creams. I got these from Influencer and I really ended up liking them. They're just a nice daytime eye cream. They give you that little bit of extra moisture, which I appreciate. I don't know if they're firming, but they look nice. I do enjoy it. So I have made it kind of my mission. I picked up one of these half price on Ulta, and then I had a sample or two come my way, so that was really exciting. This is one I also really liked. This is the SK2 RNA Power. I've already talked how much I love the SK2 product. This is something I might actually like find myself in the just to kind of mood and pick up, since I am already buying the SK2 stuff. I could totally see myself picking this one up. I just thought it was really nice, light moisture, plus we have the nice added SK2 essence ingredient. This is the Epielle Anti-Aging Eye Gel Mask. This is something that was gifted to me. Super cute. I really did enjoy it. Plus it felt really nice on the eyes. They did feel nice and depuffed. Something I might pick up and repurchase just as a treat every once in a while. I could see that happening. And then we have this in similar vein, a multitask eye serum mask. See, the thing is, these are different types of products, but you find these type of eye serum masks all the time, and they all kind of do the same thing. They give you a quick boost of temporary, just cool to the face, kind of start, you know, help move some of that fluid from the area and depuff a bit. I love them all. I don't see any reason ever to repurchase really expensive ones like this. Obviously, maybe if you're using it over and over and over again on a regular basis, you will get some of the benefits from it, but just for depuffing, I would just rather get an eye cream. Black tea, fresh black tea age delay eye concentrate. No. This one, I don't know if the sample had went bad. It was really, really, really goopy and really nasty and uncomfortable. And I feel like I've used this before and it wasn't quite so uncomfortable. I don't remember. But anyways, I just was not impressed. I know that this is a really expensive eye cream as well. And it's just it's just oily and goopy and not really worth it for me. Alright guys, those are all the empties that I have. If I get around to it, I would like to add everything up and put the total down below. So let me know if you check that out and you have any comments on that. I have no idea if it's going to be a lot or just a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you think. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!